Alright, good morning everybody. It is Friday, November the, let's see, Thursday's the 22nd, so November the 16th, yeah, and it's going to be a great day.
Nothing to chance.
And this is why we raise the alert in all our borders. As the military, we are ready to prepare.
Alright, hello everybody. Now we are at school after a fun-filled morning at work. Yay! I was just listening to a radio story on the news about the escalating tensions between the Israelis and the Palestinians, and I'm baffled that anybody could think that the Israelis don't have a right to defend themselves. I was a little incensed earlier this morning when I heard on my way into the office when I heard a news story about student protesters in D.C. protesting on the side of the Palestinians. Well, I understand the whole region is really a bloody mess. I mean, honestly, the British never should have really, the Israelis shouldn't be there. I mean, I can agree with that, but they are there, and we have to deal with the fact that the British mishandled the situation in the first half of the 20th century, and it's not as though we can just deport them all to Madagascar like the Germans were thinking about doing for a while there. It's an unfortunate and messy situation, and I am worried that it could spiral into a regional war. That would be bad for the region, bad for global stability, and American involvement is not an option, I don't think. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Alright, time to head to class. I will shoot another video clip as I am getting into the building. Alright, day's over. Time to head home and grab some miniatures and go hang out with friends. Just thought I'd share a little of my commute home. There's the river. Don't know how well you can see that, but yep, so we're on the way home. Going to pick up my miniatures and head out to the store to hang out with some friends. I'm driving a buddy of mine home tonight, so might be a little later than usual. Anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of my commute home with you. I have a very nice, long, leisurely drive down some very pretty back roads, so enjoy the view. Okay, so the unfun part of the day is over, school and work. So now it's time to gather up my miniatures and head out to the GameStop and hang out with friends for the rest of the evening. I've already got a few out here. My late war Americans. We're gonna bring them, but what I'd really like to use are my late war Germans, and I just thought I would show off what I've got a little bit. There we go. My Command Panther from my Panzer Company. Probably my favorite figure, or favorite model of my whole collection. Yeah, check out the shell casings on the back and the regimental command flag on the front. I've also got some new German infantry. These are brand new. Just finished these guys up earlier in the week. Here we go. I'm very proud of them. I think they're probably the best painted figures in my collection. Got some late war German Volksgrenadier. Based for summer, because I intend to use them on most of the terrain we have at the shop is for summer anyway. Alright, here's hoping they win tonight.